How's it going, YouTube, and welcome back to Cut Crew Limited. My name is Jack Churchman. I am the owner. We always get asked what equipment we have, why we got it, and how much we pay for it. So I thought we'd do an explainer video with all of our equipment and vehicles to show you guys, the viewers and the subscribers, what equipment we're using to run our commercial grounds maintenance business on the day-to-day. So we're really going to be crunching the numbers in this video, and I'm going to be telling all the viewers and the subscribers how much we paid for our equipment, or if it's on a monthly agreement, how much we pay monthly for it. So if you have gained any knowledge or information from this video, please hit that like button, smash the subscribe with the notification bell to ensure that you don't miss any of our other content. Right, so we're going to start off with the vehicles within the business. At the minute, there's 3 people in our team, and if you do know our story, you know that we've gone from multiple people back down to a small team. Anyway, right, so we're going to start off with the Nissan Interstar. We've got a van, and this is on a hire lease from Global Vans. So what that means is we tell them how many miles we predict we're going to do in a year, and at the end of the lease, they will give us a guaranteed value for it, which gives us the option of either purchasing it or getting a new vehicle and not having to outlay for another deposit, if that makes any sense. So for this van, we pay £434 inclusive of VAT, and that also includes all maintenance. So in order to keep us on the road, we went for the maintenance, which I think is £115 a month, and that includes any maintenance that this vehicle requires, any servicing, MOT, tyres. If we get a puncture, give them a call and we're back on the road. We'll show you in the back of the van in a minute. I'm just going to say that all of our kit is working kit, so it's absolutely filthy today. We don't have time just to clean some kit in order to produce a video for you. Maybe we'll do a better version of this next year where all the kit is clean and tidy. We're just too busy for that. Okay, moving on to the Ford Ranger. We've got the 2.2 litre Ford Ranger. It's a 2018. I purchased this vehicle in my own name, and I purchased this vehicle for £26,500. I did put a fairly large deposit down, and it is currently on finance in my name. What that enabled me to do is I can either transfer this asset to the business, and therefore the business owes me money, or what I can do is lease this vehicle from myself as a business, if that makes any sense, just to cover the monthly costs of the finance. We opted for transferring the asset into the business name because it meant I could get the VAT back on it and on all the payments, which is nice. If you then follow me, it's good to point out that the Ford Ranger is our utility vehicle. This is our workhorse. If we need to do any heavy towing, any towing of the mowers, this is the vehicle that we pick for the job. Although the van can quite capably tow our mowers, we just find this a lot more comfy, heated seats, all of that good stuff, and you know you're never going to get stuck. So as you can see on the back of the Ford Ranger, we've got our trailer. I mentioned on Sam J. Rock's podcast, the Green Industry podcast, this is probably my worst investment. Let me show you why. This trailer is probably 8 months old. It is a Brian James 4.2 metre tipper. It's a hydraulic tip. As you can see here on the A-frame, we're missing a jockey wheel, and that's because this was completely empty and decided to snap on its own accord in the unit. I'm really gutted because I had a nice flatbed trailer before that was absolutely massive, but that got writ off, and we was trying to restock our trailer during COVID times, and this was pretty much the only thing we could get that was fit for purpose. This is a full tipper, all the sides come off, really versatile bit of kit. I just wish it would last a bit better. So for the trailer cost us £14,500. Again, it's definitely not worth that. That is inclusive of VAT. Luckily, the insurance company paid out for the old finance agreement, and that is on asset finance, costing us £200 a month. As I said earlier, we've literally just come off of job, so it is a state, but it's an absolute massive van. We haven't branded this vehicle. That's purely because we don't want to close the door for any subcontracting work. So if a contractor that we're doing any subcontracting work wants an unbranded vehicle on site, we've got that option. Okay, so we'll start off at the bottom with the lower kit. Starting off with the Legacy 48 Pro from WeBang, blade brake clutch. Really good machine. I think we paid £1,200 for it. It got a Kawasaki FJ180 power unit on it. Done a cable tie mod, so the blade is constantly spinning all the time. And yeah, we rarely use these machines, but this is a very good machine. Really easy to use, great height adjustment, collects really well, damp grass, not a problem. Then we come on to the Cobra, which is an absolute beast. I believe this is the RM50 Pro, so it's the rear roller version. Again, Honda power unit on this one. For anyone that's used one of these machines, it's a really heavy bit of kit. It's not something that you can chuck in and out of a pickup truck or a van on yourself. One of my biggest bugbearers with this machine is the handles aren't collapsible. That's one of the main reasons why we got the WeBang, just so there's a bit more versatility chucking that in the back of a pickup. Again, I think this machine retails for around £1,300 and I think we paid £1,200 for that. Both of that was cash from Mower Garden Machinery in Wellingborough. Okay, shall we move on to the hand tools now? Yeah, let's move on to the hand tools. Okay, right, you can quit. Okay, so again with the hand tools, this is just typically what a team will carry. Some of our kit is in for service at the minute, but you'll get a good idea of what tools we're using. So we'll start off with the Echo long range hedge cutter. I can't remember the model number, it was ages ago since I purchased this. I can't remember how much I paid for it, so this is pretty useless. But yeah, we use this machine daily, we give it absolute hell, and it's a really good bit of kit. If you are thinking about getting an Echo hedge cutter, I'd definitely recommend it. We also run an Echo strimmer, but that's in for service at the minute. And again, that's a really, really good piece of kit. And we purchased this Stihl FS60 second hand off of Mower just to get us out of trouble when our other strimmers do go into service or repair. But yeah, this is a really good bit of kit, well weighted. We haven't had an issue with it. To be fair, most of our hand tools we haven't had an issue with. We've been really lucky on that front. Moving on to our knapsack sprayer. I've mentioned this in our behind the blade videos previously. It's a great sprayer. It's a Durami sprayer. Points I like about all this kit is all the spraying items are brass and metal, so there's less breakages, and they've got a really good warranty, holds pressure well, easy to pump, it's double action. Great sprayer out there if you are thinking about it. Can't remember how much we paid for it, but I'll leave a link in the description so you can have a look for yourself. Next we have the PB250 Echo that's missing the end, and there's a reason for that. This is used when we're on the right. We can just stick this on our lap or down by our legs. If there's any grass when we're cutting parish councils or anywhere near walkways that need to be kept tidy, we can just jump off and give this a quick spritz with this. Again, never had an issue with this. Excellent bit of kit. I think we purchased it for around £300. Really good bit of kit. Never had a problem with it. We're missing the end tube. It is in the unit, but we don't use it just so we can tuck that in between our legs when we're on one of our standard mowers. This is our backpack blower of choice. It's the PB8010X. Absolute beast of a backpack blower. Again, never had any issues with it. It is a thirsty bit of kit. However, it dispels a lot of waste very quickly. Let's move on to the fun stuff. Awesome, right. So we're moving on to our first ever commercial mower. This was the first piece of equipment I ever bought for the commercial game in terms of ride-on or anything like that. This is the Right Sport. It's a 52-inch deck commercial machine. I believe I paid £9,000 for this, and initially it was on an agricultural finance agreement, which means that you only pay seasonal, so you only make your payments from March until October, and I believe we paid £152 a month for this machine. And I believe we've only got one season left until this is paid off. Absolutely fantastic machine, really great for parish council work or school works. Anyway, where you need to get into nooks and crannies, this machine is absolutely fantastic. We've never had an issue with it. It's never let us down. It's got the FX370V Kawasaki power lump in there. Really easy to operate, really comfortable. You can either stand up in this position or sit down on the seat. It's got a 20 litre fuel capacity, so what we have found is we can fill this up at the beginning of the day and it will last a full day mowing out on parish councils. We've never had an issue with it. But yeah, one of my favourite machines and really fun to use. It's one of those machines that's really easy to use. Anyone can jump on it and within about 5 minutes they'll be accustomed to it. We've just got both drawbars here that we can either go forward or reverse on, and again you can move the wheels independently to get round those tight spots, as again it's a zero-turn machine. One thing to note with the machine is it does work in inches, so it goes from 1.5 inches all the way up to 5. You're constantly on Siri asking for measurement conversions, but once you know the cutting height of that site, you just make a note of it, and we've never had an issue. Right, moving on to our biggest zero turn we own. Let's start off with the numbers. I paid £26,000 for this machine, which is actually a bargain. I'm not sure how many of these there are in the UK. I've heard that there's 3 of them and we own one of them, but I'd love to know. So this is a Hustler Super 104. It's a back wing, which means the sides fold up and we can get that onto pretty much any trailer we need. It's a thirsty bit of kit. It will cut a full-size football pitch in around 10 minutes. In terms of its range of height, it can go down from 20 mil all the way up to 75 mil, and you can really give this machine some stick. Okay, so points to note with this machine is it's got 5 sets of blades. We'll fold the sides down now and show you it at its full capacity. So it's 104 inches wide. As you can see, it's an absolute massive machine. Some great things about this machine is it works really well around tight trees. Although it's absolutely huge, it's really easy to operate. Once you're on it, it's mega comfortable and it's really good at maneuvering around tight objects. Again, this is a zero turn machine. We've got gator blades installed on the machine. It doesn't have a mulching kit. It's a rear discharge machine, but it leaves absolutely no mess at all. Ash, would you say this is one of your favourite machines? Yeah. It's an absolute beast. We use this machine for a variety of tasks, whether it's schools, parish councils. It's really quick. It can cover wide areas very quickly. Anything that can't justify a tractor, this will make absolute light work of. I absolutely love this machine. So they call this machine the tank for a reason. It's an absolute beast. Really sturdy, really well built. I've been on this machine for 12 hours straight before. Mega comfy, really easy to use. And again, I love this machine. All right, let's take it for a little test burn, shall we? Cold start. You ready? Right, so I'm not going to go into the line markers because if you watch the Behind the Blade series, you'll know that we have got a robot and we're currently having issues with it. However, we pay around £1,600 for 3 months for that machine. So I think it's about time we got our biggest toy out to play. Let's go and get it. So here it is, the pride of Cut Crew's fleet. We've got the Massey Ferguson 5455. This is a 2005 plate. It's running around 115 brake horsepower, which is ideal for what we need. It's not too big and it's not too small. It's a fantastic machine and we're really excited to use it for a full season next year. We've got turf tyres on it and it's accompanied by the Pegasus Series 3 Trimax mowing system. All in all, with the tractor and the cutter, I've paid £25,000 for this. This is on asset finance, and for both the tractor and the mower is costing us £450 plus VAT a month. I mentioned on the Green Industry podcast the reasons why we did get a tractor. We can maximise efficiency with this machine and cover large acreage, and it looks cool, right? In the future, we want to use this machine for stuff like flail hedging, verti-draining, top dressing, top seeding, all of that stuff. But for now, small steps, and we'll just use it as a maintenance machine for cutting grass, basically. I don't really know what else I can say about our kit. The Trimax mowing system is a fantastic bit of kit and we really enjoy the Pegasus. It's a really high quality finish, got double rollers, leaves a really beautiful stripe. If you subscribe to our Behind the Blade video series, then you'll see this in action in the summer. What this machine has enabled us to do is compact a large amount of work between minimal people, so we can have one person out cutting lots and lots of grass and then a team behind following up doing the edging, the strimming and all the hedge works on site and any line marking that's required. And it's just meant that I didn't have to invest in another team of another pickup, more mowers and things like that. So it just made us more versatile and to be able to cover large acreage sites. So we hope that you have enjoyed this video. Again, we kept getting loads of questions about our kit and how much we're paying for it, so hopefully this has cleared the air. But if you do have any more questions, then feel free to put them in that comments box. Again, I'd really appreciate it if you could like this video, share it to any of your friends that may like it also. If you could hit that subscribe button, it would mean the world to me, with the notification bell so you don't miss any of our content. I think that's a wrap. Again, we're going to do this video every year so we can see how the fleet stays the same or grows, potentially. Anyway, that's the end of this video. We've got lots of packing up to do now. You can click here to go to our website, here to subscribe, here to watch our weekly video series Behind the Blade, or here to watch a video that YouTube thinks you might like.